commons online. Ari, are you here, ready to go? And again, I'm going to use my check what you're doing here.
3 minutes.
Are you the timer?
I'm clicking it. You're so quick. I'm quick.
Any comedians out there? Anyone want to tell a joke while we begin?
I'm extremely funny.
Can everyone hear me, by the way?
No, hold it.
Everyone in the back, can you hear me okay? People in the loud room back there, can you hear me?
They're not with
Okay.
us.
My name is Ari Herzog. I'm an online media strategist. I'm here to talk to you about reinventing the town common. I have 3 questions for you. 1, what is community? 2, how do you define community? 3, if you could reinvent community, what would there be? So, I live in Newburyport, Massachusetts, about an hour north of here. Anyone from the North Shore, Merrimack Valley? Newburyport, Haverhill, Lawrence, Lowell?
Three minutes.
So I'm here to talk to you about reinventing the town common. I don't know if you can see it with this photo, but this is Flickr at the top. It's an acronym. It's Flickr with a red R, and all of my photos are using Flickr photos. I believe that pictures speak 1,000 words, so I'm going to try to speak as little as possible and have you think about those 3 questions. What is community? How do you define community? How will you reinvent community? This is your community. Everyone out there, this is your community. It could be in your downtown neighborhood. It could be online at Twitter. It could be on Facebook. It could be on MySpace. It could be at the local coffee shop at 6 o'clock in the morning, reading the newspaper, talking about the gossip. I believe that we are not linked by chains, but we are linked by the question mark of beads, because beads keep rolling around. Look at the bunnies. The Playboy bunnies, they're sharing. They're sharing a carrot. And that's what community is all about. That's what social networking is all about.
Those are guinea pigs.
I'm not geeky enough to know they're guinea pigs. Thank you very much. The concept of sharing, I believe, began in places like this. This is the agora. This is ancient Greece. The concept of the agora was a marketplace where people gathered and they bargained. It was the predecessor of eBay. They entered into transactions. They bought and they sold. They gave presentations. This is the agora today. People are still doing the same thing. They're still bartering. They're still buying and selling. They're listening and they're watching. And this is the agora today outside, steps from where we are. This is Quincy Marketplace. The concept of the agora has not changed much. Consumerism is everywhere. We recognize these brands. Brands are everywhere in our communities. We're buying and we're selling. Hong Kong, New York, Lowell, Lawrence, people are talking about consumerism wherever you go. And this can be the McDonald's at 6 o'clock in the morning when those senior citizens are talking about what happened the day before. People are sharing. This is a sports event. Dancing, Brazilian dancing.
What's the point?
African dancing. People are doing things together. They're sharing. But, there's a man by himself. There's a disconnect. Why is there a disconnect? You see that in every community. How can we analyze why there's a disconnect? What can we do? How can, as David was talking about before, how can we bring together government with business, with us and people, and work on something that's better than what it was before? How can we learn to coexist? Because I'm not seeing that right now. We need to change the mindset. Here's Mr. and Mrs. Pump. They're in Maryland. Here's something, it could be outside, but it's not. But this is something which I like to see. I've been talking to a lot of business owners and government leaders where I live, and I'm trying to change the mindset bit by bit in terms